I picked this up today. It's a Alesis SamplePad Pro that has a faulty power button. And I'm going to attempt to take it apart. I don't seem to misplace my flashlight, so hang on. Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to unscrew everything and see what we got. Alright. I don't know if I have to pull the feet off of this, and did I get all of them? I don't see any holes on the back or the sides. So let's see. Hang on. These magnets are really strong. I'm honestly not sure how this comes apart. I could probably Google it. Oh, it feels like it's loose though. I'm just wondering if I have to take the feet off. Oh, no, wait. I think it's got... Yep, there it goes. All right, and then there we go. Okay, we have a couple of, looks like locking connectors, which I cannot see, so I'm going to have to flip it over. Do not want to break this. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. They've got little, looks like squeeze tabs. Yep, there we go. There we go. And put my arm in front of the camera. There we go. Okay. So what we're dealing with is this guy who is not... I think there's a... Let's see if I can zoom. I'm doing this sort of backwards sideways. There we go. It's supposed to click, and it's not. So the next step, well, I set this up on the DX7. The next step is to take off this board and see what we got. But I'll probably have to unsolder this switch and take a look at the type of switch it is, or see if I can get inside of it. All right, these are smaller ones. Don't have is a magnifying glass. All right. SW3. All right, I'm going to pause and do a little research. Okay. So I took the cap off, and this is a pretty standard switch. So I'm going to unsolder it and take a look at it. All right, I'm back with my good soldering iron, which will probably end up being my backup soldering iron because it takes a while to heat up. It's not super convenient, but it does run off battery. So let me see if you can see this. Whoop. I'm trying to focus my camera manually. There we go. Nope, it's trying. And it's not succeeding. There it is. Standard push button. I'm going to take it off of here and see if it's broken, which I think it is, and see if there's some markings underneath so I can figure out what amps and all the settings for this, so I don't order the wrong one. But this looks like a pretty standard. I mean, it's like a $2 part. So let's get going on that. My soldering iron is smoking while it heats up. Hang on. Come on. I may not be using flux correctly. I have used it on boards before, but I'm trying to get this extra solder. I think it's still not hot enough. It is frustrating that it doesn't heat up very fast compared to the cheap one from Amazon. I did get a new solder sucker. It's got oh, there goes green. It's got silicone tips on it, so let us see if this works. I'm not sure if I can get close without hurting myself. There we go. Come on, heat it up. I may have already gotten it all off of that one. I just don't have great eyesight. So yeah, it's working. Now let's see how well. Let's see if it'll actually come off without any help. I'm not so sure. Well, it's coming out. Oh, there we go. We're good. All right. So absolutely no markings. Absolutely no markings on this. So I might peel it apart and see what the inside looks like. Oh, we got ROHS, but so I'm going to do some research on this little guy. I keep drifting off camera. Sorry about that. There we go. There, you can see it. So something's busted inside. All right, I got a package. And I'm hoping that this is the right switch. Because honestly, I'm not positive the way these things are. So I'm thinking about taking one of these apart to see if it kind of looks like the previous one. Let me zoom in a bit here. Yeah, it's a little dark. Hang on. There we go. All right, so I got 10 of these. So we're gonna attempt to take one of these apart. And I remember it didn't work well. Had to use a X-Acto. Oh no, I used a screwdriver. Let's not cut myself up. Okay. Make sure I'm on camera here. It's probably enough. Yeah. Yeah, that is exactly the switch. Okay. Now, I think, yeah, these lock into place. So, let's see. Slides right in there. Just like it should. Alright. Got a bit of a mess on my desk. Alright. Go. Okay. Not the most perfect job, but come on, focus. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is use a continuity meter and double check, because some of these should be connected to each other. Yep. All right. That's on. And that's off. I'm not sure. But it is soldered in right, so it is time to assemble it. Or at least get it plugged back in. The only problem is I will have to wait a few minutes because the... Let me move this. What has to happen is fifth goes in this way. Nope. Yep. See, I'm doing this without having watched the video back, and I should have taken a bunch of photos. I always tell myself, take photos, and then I don't take photos. All right. Let's, yep. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm screwing it into the case. I don't think I can get any wider shot on this. Oh, there we go. Lots of little screws. You can see the switch on here with the cap on it now. Probably should have only put one of these screws in, or just assembled it, but I'm anxious to test it and to do something. So, all right. So then these have to, you have to reach in to hook these on. One down. Two down. Be careful with the third one. Three down. All right. Now, there we go. Yep. And we put it back together. Oh, of course that's not the right hole. Well, I had to get 10 of these things to get them next day or 2 days later, but there it is. Let's see. And there you go. Hopefully, that is all it needed. Okay, I have got this working. The one thing you didn't see after I put it back together is the power button here is not supposed to stay in. Let me focus on that. There you go. It's not supposed to stay in and pop back out. It's supposed to pop back out, and then you push and hold it for 2 seconds, and it shuts off. But the switches I have, hang on. Yeah, this one still has the clip in it. You probably can't see that, but they stay in and pop back out. Well, as it turns out, all right, let's see if I can get a close-up of this. There's a tiny little clip in there. And I think I have one without the clip. Yeah. Hang on a second. The bottom is off of this, so, well, doesn't really matter. But this one doesn't have the little clip in it. It also doesn't have the bottom, so it's flopping around. But when it functions properly, it still sends the signal and turns on. So let me zoom back out. There we go. So if I plug this in and power it up, you can see it takes a while for this to boot. Still booting. There we go. I'll do a demo in a minute with it plugged in so you can hear it, because right now you won't be able to hear anything. But if I just push the button, it doesn't shut off. But if I push and hold it, then it shuts off. So it is functioning properly. The The switch itself, I noticed, is a little wobbly. It's not the solder joint. It's the actual, here, I think. Yeah, the actual switch has a little play in it, which I find super annoying. But it still functions, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But that's why you can see some wiggle in the power button. I don't have one of these before the broken switch, so I don't know what the behavior was of the power button, if it was always that way. But let's dig in, and I can show you some of the features of this. All right. This, as you've already seen, is the Alesis SamplePad Pro, up and running with a fully working power button. This will be really quick. I just kind of wanted to whip through a few of the features. It's got 8 pads. These are kind of these cool striker pads. So some samples have two versions for lighter and softer. I do not know. Let me check. Yeah, I'm on kit 1. Yeah, it gets a little ringy sound if you hit it. Yeah, there you can go. You can hear the difference. So they've got two samples and obviously velocity sensitivity, although this is not set super sensitive, so I can't really play with my hands. There's 10 kits, and it takes a while, there it goes, to load each kit. You can, like I said, you can change the velocity and the sensitivity. Let's go to another kit. Brushes. Not sure how good brushes is with sticks, but I'm not going to actually play a beat because I have a bunch of cameras in front of my body here. Kit 4. So this is one, yeah, the sensitivity is on there. Let me see if I can do this. Yes, I am a drummer, but this is awkward. I have my arm around a tripod. You can see that. So hang on a second. So let me go into options. No, you have to go into save. Hang on. Cancel. So now, let me not do that. Let me just tap the down arrow. There we go. Keep tapping it until I get to the sensitivity. Let's see. Yeah, so cranking up the sensitivity makes it easier. And then you can save it. Save kit. Yes. Okay. Now, well, hang on. Exit. There we go. Like I said, this is really awkward. All right. Now you have to go back up to change the kit. You can change the sounds this way, change all the settings. You can copy a kit into the user settings and then really change out. Here, I'll show you this. If you go to here, you can change out the sound. If here, there's no card in, but if I hit, yes, there's no SD card. It'll go location external, and then you can go down, and then it'll load the sounds from your SD card. So there are plenty of instructions online that follow you with that. So some 808 sounds. I do like this one. You can program a few notes. What do we got? Oh, yeah, I like this one too. And the last one. And there's no user kits because I reset this. So you have to just tap back through. Like I said, it's got the SD card. It's got headphones and main out, which I have cranked. Stereo out on the back. You can plug in 2 pads to it, and a kick and a snare trigger, which I didn't even think to bring over and plug in. But works great. It's a pretty killer little unit. Not sure that I would pay full price for one of these, but certainly I would pick one up used. That wraps up this episode. Hopefully you've learned some stuff. It's not a scary thing to fix a broken power button or one or two things on a circuit board once you learn how to solder. So I'm hoping that people out there watching can get a little braver than they have been maybe and take a chance and open something up and see if they can fix it. So thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.